Chelsea remind me of a guy who used to roam with my type every time. So every time akichukua dem.
Okay, this is interesting.
Unacheki? Naona in type yangu nanganganya. Alikuwa anaenda kwake hivi na mimi natokea hapo katikati.
Anyway, today we have a guest on the show, Jimmy. Asemaje bro?
Niko fiti ukwaje?
Mimi niko bie naye.
Niko fiti?
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. My first time on the podcast. And tunakaribisha but unaonaje history organization? Because I think at this point everything inaenda kuwa taxed.
Yeah, manze nimeona leo nimenunua stima ya 100.
Kwa ngapi?
Ni sijui 3 au 4.
The government is coming for every cent that you have. They are coming for your pesa, coming for your business permits. Zinaenda ku hike. It's just a matter of time before wakuje podcast yetu.
Bro man.
Yeah,
so walikuwa na that bill ya for taxation ni bill ama ilikuwa proposal. I'm not really sure what happened with that. Ilikuwa like anything that's made online ilikuwa tax up to a certain percent. I'm not really sure. Siko nakumbuka hiyo story.
Yeah, kuna time kulikuwa na conversation. Yeah. Kuna time kulikuwa na conversation.
I think find out.
Iko I think saizi ni bill.
Okay.
Ndani kwa discussion process
because zile ni stages of a bill becoming a law.
Hizo sasa.
Kama tunasoma social studies.
You sure kitu iko past?
Bado I think bado. But
we should find out to do what really happened with that.
Yeah, I think is it the same thing that is making the government taxes to come like Airbnbs? Okay. Iko na maybe money you make online, maybe content nini. I think to some extent it's just have to head there.
I'm keen to find out how they're going to track these to the Airbnbs.
Yes.
By then they're doing it.
Ukumbuki
KRA are doing that.
KRA wana check lifestyle yako pale IG. Kama wewe mtu wa kuflaunt.
Una ball lakini hivi hata ya kufile returns ni 0. Unafile nila.
How does it happen?
Utatuambia.
Ama unalipa na pochi. Ama pay bill. You never know.
Tunaongelea pochi ama pochi.
Siku na kulipa M-Pesa. Mimi nasema ile M-Pesa.
Pochi la biashara.
Ama unamaanisha nini?
No, mimi ndo nilikuwa nataka find out what you mean but pochi ama pochi.
My goodness.
Pochi la biashara. Bro, we need to move but Jimmy, you're a United fan, yeah?
To the core.
For some reason I always end up with United guys on the set every time.
My blood is red, so you've got to literally have to understand that
it's like you ukona true friends, man, real guys.
Wacha nikwambie kitu Jim, something happened. You see this guy Yankee hapa
sure.
Jana ndio nimempata online wakati game ikiendelea, like game United na Arsenal on Sunday. The guys listen the guy was chatting hapo hivyo kwa group. Mnacheki sijui nini. Alafu then after the match this guy disappeared for a whole week. Jana ndio resurface.
Unajua nini? kutoka time hiyo game, man, so many things have happened. Unajua so many things zime happen. Shule zimefunguliwa, yani
ile de la ime close operations in Kenya.
Shule imefunguliwa manze. Alafu pia we lost Magoha, man. There's been so many things happening within the country.
So you've been mourning Magoha.
Manze tumekuwa tukimove.
So swiftly you've been mourning Magoha.
Yeah, tulipeleka watu shule kwanza. Alafu kidogo kabla tutulie Magoha mazaki. And I think before public figure manze lazima tungemmourn, bro.
Before Magoha kulikuwa na ile de la rue ile ya ku exchange pesa, ya kutengeneza pesa.
Mambo ni
close operations.
Mambo ni mengi.
Mambo imekuwa mob yani.
Economy ni mbaya. Sasa unaanza kufikiria mambo ya zamani.
Unajua saizi funny enough saizi hata mafans wa Arsenal walisha move on. Like these things zinatuhit kila mahali. Unaelewa? Zinatuhit kila place.
Wait bro, but it should be an honor losing to the team that's on top of the table, bro.
Sasa sisi tunaangalia mbele. We look forward.
Yeah, on that match by there I think Arsenal played really well. for the last 25 matches they deserved it. They deserved to score a goal. Walicheza poa because of one or two things that happened on our side. And the main reason why we might have lost that game, based on how we played, I think ilifika time, just like the Crystal Palace match, our coach decided to be comfortable and thought he had grabbed a draw, which was good away from Old Trafford. A draw at Arsenal at this time of the league and the way that they are playing could have been good. So the other thing, Pierre, the other thing, him deciding to play two pivots and remove our winger who was a bit, though he was not threatening, he was keeping Zinchenko quiet. Zinchenko was not moving when Anthony was in the field. Anthony was doing less.
Bro, what do you mean? Anthony was horrific.
No. Let me tell you, what you don't get about that game is that when Anthony had the ball, when he was in the field, Zinchenko could not move forward. But when Anthony was removed and it was not, the void was not filled with any...
because he's the defender. He has to be there wakati the opponent has the ball.
Do you realize...
Utamove aje forward and how to defend?
Do you realize when Anthony was in the field, Zinchenko was having less of an attacking space because he knew behind him he could not leave a space because Anthony can just occupy the space and
that's just basic, bro. I mean,
it's basic, but I think
you have to defend your area. If the opponent has the ball, you must go back and defend. But remember how Arsenal were playing. Zinchenko was all over the place. Like when the guys are moving forward, Zinchenko anaingia into the midfield. They form a double pivot with Partey.
That was before Anthony was. That was immediately after Anthony was removed, and that's why the best part of Arsenal match.
Why was he removed then?
No, let me. It was a tactical change which backfired. And I accept.
Anthony was. Was not bringing any impact into the game. I'm sorry to say so, but he was struggling.
Yeah, he was not bringing so much impact.
At no point did he even beat Zinchenko.
Will you listen to me, please?
Okay, Paul. Sorry.
He was not bringing that much impact into the game, but Zinchenko was not moving forward because Zinchenko knew if Anthony is not bringing any impact on the game, but he's still dangerous, so he had to be quite cautious. But after Anthony was removed, he knew now there was no threat, and that's why he was everywhere. He had to go to the right wing, the left wing, at the middle of the park. Yeah, so it was a tactical move that backfired on Manchester United.
Okay.
That's when we lost the match.
If I can add to what you said,
if he had brought in Garnacho to be on the same flank, I think Zinchenko wouldn't have that impact which he had. It's simple as that, and you know it.
Let me add something. There was one player, we had not accounted for, okay? There was this wild card that was going to be played, and we knew it. Arteta was going to play a wild card.
Which one?
Almost at the end of the game, and that is the one which apundo alitushikia.
Gani?
Trossard kwa when we were looking forward to the match against Arsenal, we did not plan for Trossard, and then we did not plan that Casemiro would not play.
Of course, Casemiro.
Yes.
We knew we were to have him. We knew we were to have him.
Exactly.
The same day we drew with Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
But now Trossard, the impact which he had on the game was quite different.
Now, to the end of the game, he changed that play. He was the one who caused that goal.
Well, he did well when he came on.
That was the wild card. That was the wild card that Arteta played to the end of the match. Otherwise, I don't think the third goal would have been.
Okay, you have a point, but me nataka kudipale kwa Zinchenko umsema. Okay. Well,
bring it on.
Tactically, Zinchenko wasn't meant to move forward as such. Like when Partey is there and they have the ball, Partey moves to the right, Zinchenko move to the left side midfield. They form a double pivot so that Xhaka and Martinelli, attack the right half space. Martinelli attacks wide. You see? So Zinchenko and Partey want to move together from behind. So that area is covered. There's no way for Zinchenko to run. Because akienda atakuwa na course. Okay, kutakuwa na hizo overloads, but now they cannot all be in the same line at the same time.
You
get. So that's why I always move forward as such vile ulikuwa nasema, but ukimwona even in the game, even ile bao yenye walileta cross ni Kenti aka cross aka score, na position yake mali ilikuwa from behind, supporting from behind. Xhaka makes the runs and to cross the ball, whatever happened. But tactically that's how it was supposed to play, not moving forward as such, but getting inside the field, inside kidogo into the midfield, touches, helping out in keeping possessions, adding numbers into the midfield. That's why Zinchenko alikuwa had the most passes and the most touches on the ball.
But you see, I don't dispute that. I totally agree with you. But you see the impact, most of the passes that he had in the final third came in the second half, not in the first half. In the first half, he had quite a quiet game because he knew he had a task with Anthony. The same thing that happened back in Old Trafford last year could have happened, and they were very cautious with that. They were very cautious with that, and that's why they had to maintain. He had to be a limited space going forward. They had to play. They knew they had to fill in the spaces behind the back.
Right.
But after Anthony was removed and he was not replaced with a winger, they knew now they had to move, because basically on the right wing, Manchester United had to defend with two players, with a single player, yet two attacking players from Arsenal.
Why? It'd better to Maliza.
Because I think game Arsenal will change in second half when Manchester United no longer had a winger.
But to be fair, Arsenal had the game, but now only that United walikuwa na moments zao when they had the game, okay?
Yeah.
But Arsenal had the ball the entire time. They had the ball, they controlled the game.
Especially the last 25 minutes, they had the game, and we also the ball was coming.
But anyways, so that debate is over. I mean, to debate up Asana for last week about Zinchenko and Luke Shaw. And I think that debate died.
It didn't. I think basically
Luke Shaw Zinchenko.
Manze
you leashing that much. Sidhani kuna kitu kingine tunaweza add on to that.
I will make an example. I will make an example. Uko na thao, sawa? Na uko na 100. Sawa? Alafu uweke hapo chini, ukanyange hiyo thao. Just step on it.
Kabisa.
Okay? Uichafue. Has the value depreciated?
Value yake ni ile.
Ama 100 imekuwa mingi kuliko 1000.
Hakuna siku.
Exactly.
But sendo patie
donda hiyo pesa. Sendo
patie donda hiyo pesa.
Sio. Si anachukua ni 1000. Utafanya hivi tu.
Nimeruka hivi.
Just nimeruka. Tumesema step on it.
Ukistep on it nararuka bro.
Kwani itawa gari.
Step wait, rusha saizi hapa manoti ukanyage alafu
angalia stats za show
alafu peleke don't
angalia stats.
I think tactically ni vile tu something happened.
Yes.
But we don't
one game
atukatai ni player mpoa but kila mtu ako na bad day in office. Like the whole of Manchester United team we lost and it means we were down. We lost and it means we were down. So I always say like just because that the whole Manchester United lost now una lack credibility on every player. Sasa unaanza ku like hizo ni zile roadside debates unachia watu wa Chelsea wakiwa kwa boda.
Facts man. Facts. Nothing but facts here.
Anyways, you guys have one foot in the Carabao Cup final. And also Newcastle. So at this point ni kama tunajua ile debate yenu ile yenye mlikuwa like we in the title race. I mean sijaiona debate ya title race imeisha hivyo haraka sana. Like we in the title race, then the next match bro hata 40 points bado. But one foot into the Carabao Cup final. But now it will depend if Newcastle in the second leg what manage to see off Southampton. Alafu then you guys get to play Nottingham Forest again in the second leg. I think you're in the final, but I think Newcastle is winning that trophy. And now that they have St. Maximin back, those guys are going to spoil the party for you guys. Don't you think so?
So you are basing your judgment. Okay, your judgment is biased just because you don't like Manchester United. Now you're supporting Newcastle.
No, I think angalia, these are just facts. Even
facts are you using?
Even in the Premier League table, Newcastle is on iko juu yenu.
Iko juu yenu.
They are playing so well. They were playing so well. And,
This is what I experience every week.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, I deserve some hardship allowance. Kila week, kila Thursday, this is what I handle.
So, why you being so ready?
No.
Do you need a hug or something?
Ngoja, mimi nimesema tu. So
what's wrong with you?
Ngoja, mimi nimesema tu. So you have to decide. Okay, wewe nipatie 2 point yako. Just tell me if you think Newcastle is a challenge for you guys. You guys are winning it.
Okay.
Because mimi sioni mkishinda.
Now, Manchester United, you have to know one thing. It's not the same as we were last before the World Cup. Okay, we are not playing as a team.
Has been club.
No, we are not playing as a team. As a team, look at this guy. Kuriana interrupt me. Wait, skiza. We are not playing as a team, and this is what we lacked. Okay, the manager Ten Hag, so he has a plan.
You're right.
He has a plan, and I believe in his plan. Okay, Newcastle is good, and we always will have a good challenge. Okay, so see if you is zingine ati sasa tuogope nini, bring that challenge. Come on, we are ready. And I am positive. I'm optimistic that we will win that match and we'll take that Carabao Cup home.
Okay, Shamaliza, I don't need to say anything else. But I by the Newcastle have been recently wame improved sana. They are a good team,
right?
And they are gonna give us a good match. The same thing back at Old Trafford. It was a goalless draw, against them. And I think Arsenal, despite their form and despite being on top of the Premier League, they also drew with them. So I think they deserve to be there. It's going to be a good match because I don't want to discredit Nottingham Forest, but they are 3-0 down, and I don't think we will concede 3 goals at Old Trafford. So it's a Newcastle Manchester United final. It's going to be a good match,
sure,
but
for sure.
Since it's going to be an opportunity to test the silverware since 2017, I think, man, it's been long. So
miaka sita, bro.
Experience has to play a part, and I think Ten Hag can deliver.
Plus Rashford. Rashford has been in great form. Now he's on what, double figures since the World Cup. 18 goals this season so far. I think that guy is playing for a bigger contract right now.
Ukiona vielea vimeundwa.
His contract is running out, so either he's playing for a big contract, or he's talking hard for Madrid or PSG.
So you want to insinuate that Rashford will end his contract and then leave Manchester United? Will not extend his contract?
It's a possibility.
But why? I think Manchester United have an upper hand because they can trigger the 1 year.
Okay.
1 year clause. Then later on they can continue negotiating. But I think any figure that will fall within the contractual agreement with the most Manchester United players, there's a gap. There's a clause. There's a gap that has been placed right now on every Manchester United player weekly wages. So I think, based on this performance which Rashford is giving us right now, I think it deserves to be.
Okay.
It deserves it.
If you're a Teta, Jim.
Yes.
Zinchenko, Jesus is out,
Zinchenko, bro.
Goja, wait.
Zinchenko.
Slip of the tongue. So listen, Jesus has been out injured, okay? Even the scripture say he'll be back, like a thief in the dark, utajua nini. So at this point, but tuko sure when Jesus is coming back.
Objection relevant.
Goja. So Nketiah has been in great form. He's scoring almost every match. Nini. So now, when Jesus is back, nobody knows the time or the hour. But when he's back, we'll come Arteta. Who do you start?
Mimi kama Arteta.
Ama have kubadilisha like the formation and how you play it to accommodate both of them.
I will still say the same example I gave you just some few minutes ago. Jesus is Jesus, okay? Look at okay, it is unfortunate that he got an injury. Okay, you cannot gamble between Jesus and Nketiah. Jesus is a bad man. He can score goals, he can assist,
right?
Okay, he can play make. Okay, and considering the fact that he has been out of action for a period of time now, he has that hunger for goals,
of course,
hunger to play games.
But now peer fitness, consider peer fitness a match. So
before akuja si atenda training, everything is there. Kwani wewe lock akili ni what's wrong?
No boys ni coach man.
Huyu jamaa
Boys ni coach.
Wewe player akitoka injury anatoka tu
kwa nyumba.
lazima train.
So
nakwambia consider this fact that
atoe kutu kidogo.
Nketiah has been scoring in great form, okay? Jesus straight from injury. All right, now he's back. Okay, assuming of course no one knows the time or the hour, but wakati amerudi.
But
okay,
you asked me a question. You asked me a question. Now let me
see, I'm trying to help you out.
No, I don't want help. Okay, especially from you. Now I will start
help. We will come to myself.
I will start in Nketiah, okay, before, but internally then I'll sub him. Okay, towards the like a 60 hapo nini. That's the start. Start. Yes. Pole.
Yeah.
If Nketiah keeps up with this, with this great form, now there can be a contest between the two of them.
I think Saizi, if Jesus is going to be rehabilitated well and back to his best, I think he will come straight in. Hiyo hakuna conversation. Like this boy may step up in his absentia, but the good thing is Jesus may play in this top flight for quite some time, and he knows it. He knows how to handle pressure. He knows how to tackle matches. So I think once the tactical team finds it good to have him back, he will get in. I don't want to discredit Nketiah too, because in 25 matches that he has played for Arsenal this season, he has 9 goals, which is not bad. It's
considering the minutes that
he has been having, because his consistent game time have been after Gabriel Jesus got injured. So it's good for Arsenal to have these two players fit. So it's going to be a good contest, because there are matches that Gabriel Jesus won't be that terrific. So Nketiah can come in. Yeah, it's good for the club, and I think that is what will give Arsenal the edge over the rest of the teams, because they have that squad depth. Ukiwa na mtu kama Gabriel Jesus and Nketiah on form, man. Yeah. Saa zingine hata kama nawachukia, I give credit where it's due.
Right. Well, Lampard finally got sacked.
It was inevitable, man.
Fraud.
Yeah.
Dalili ya mvuani.
Okay, it's a fraud. Wait, before you go, do you think Everton is going down this season?
If
we are at the middle of the season.
Yeah,
consider.
I think if they get Bielsa, they are not.
But unajua nini? Bielsa is not a relegation merchant.
Yeah, he's
not relegation survival manager kama kina Sam Allardyce. He's the kind of coach who wants to be there during pre-season so that he can prepare the team, so that the team can buy into his idea. Unajua, like, he wants to create a culture. Wants to have the player that can suit into his style and play the way he wants them to play. So coming into in the middle of the season is a bit tricky for Bielsa to come. Also, Bielsa considers a lot of things before he comes into your club. Anataka kuona the culture of the club, support ikoaje, like Leeds, how it was. Like so many things he puts into consideration. Plus how the club is being run at this point is like one of the worst. True. So from Sekama Bielsa, haita make sense. This guy at some point alikuwaga kuna temasha kwa appointed. Sio kama ni Lazio ama ni club gani. Then after 4 days he resigned. So
he's a coach with a very strict principles.
Yes.
But I said that because I was just looking at his quality as a coach and what he can.
Very good coach.
Very good coach, and is this kind of a coach who can bring the best out of every individual player.
But he will need time.
Yeah, he will need time definitely.
Time when Everton hawana saizi.
But with Everton, they have a very good squad. They have quality players. All that they need is the belief and trust in those players, and to bring back the discipline, because basically Everton, it's just like under Lampard lost the dressing room. Every player was on their own. Players get.
I don't think he lost the dressing room. I think things were just not working out.
Yeah, and I think towards the end he lost it. Okay. There was no coordination, and basically, if you get a coach, despite the mismanagement by the board or how the club is run, if they get a coach who can strictly stick on the pitch and on the players, they can be saved.
What about this quality of a coach being, adapting to the environment? If Bielsa is a good coach, as you say, and he accepts this job offer,
at a struggle.
Yes, at a struggle, but he will have to adapt if he wants to live up to that name of being a good coach. So that's one of the quality.
But ujue Bielsa si wale makoches wa conforming to whatever these people.
Okay, you can come with your own.
He has his style, and lazima ifanyike that way. You remember how Chelsea fans were very impatient with Nani Sarri.
Yeah.
But see what he's doing now.
But actually
Akosawa makoches wanataka club yenye itawapatia time to work and have things in order, have the team playing their way, get the players right, just like what Arsenal did with Arteta. It's the same thing. So Bielsa, it'll take time. Honestly, I think they should go for Sean Dyche.
Yeah, maybe.
Waeke tu basi, wapige mpira long, try and survive. Waeke watu wa head balls in, survive.
Yeah,
survive.
I think too survival measures has to be taken. Yeah, but they just have to look far beyond. They have to look at a coach who, regardless of whatever happens this season, they will be willing to start again. Wachukue coach mwenye, even if they get relegated, ni mwenye atashuka now, then come back to them. Like having a plan, a long-term plan, because Everton is a big club.
They are.
Yeah, they're a big club, but whatever that is there right now might destroy their future.
And so they will need to have
a coach. They will need to have a coach who will have a long-term plan, regardless of whatever happens in the next 15-20 matches.
And they're one of the few clubs that, but there's back in the Premier League, that have never been relegated in the Premier League era. But anyways, you were telling me something about Chelsea. There's something this guy is doing. They're spying on Arsenal. Nah, targets. Wow. Like who else? This guy is buying. Okay. Arsenal of Fabrizio Romano. I think Arsenal will have to buy Fabrizio Romano.
Chelsea.
Rumors, I love Chelsea. I can take ball and afford and be.
Chelsea remind me of a guy who used to roam with my type every time. So every time akichukua dem.
Okay, this is interesting.
Unacheki? Naona in type yangu nanganganya. Alikuwa anaenda kwake hivi na mimi natokea hapa katikati. Wavie tukuje hivi. Na mchipo.
Wewe Jim.
Wow. Chelsea, big up.
So unanifurahisha kwa roho. Alikuwa na scout, anaona kama tabia iko sawa, kama kila kitu iko fiti.
So mwacha tu kazi.
So mimi nikiwa nasema let him do the dirty work.
Anumse.
Nikiona ikipata
mlikuwa mna share test and preferences.
No, sasa lakini mimi ndio nilikuwa na nini kwanza. Nafanya road test. Ameshafanya, ameenda ku scout kwa nini? Nasema isimu jamii ni kioo cha jamii yes. Kio. So now Chelsea is living my,
I think
in another way,
ingekuwa Chelsea fan, ingekuwa match made in heaven.
Manze.